We don't have to. Tony leans over and whispers. I half shrug my shoulders and shake my head, more for, it's okay, than anything else. It was a short drive back to Left Rec. The rec center wasn't too far. Mac and Butter were engaged in a conversation in the car, just talking about the game. I don't know much about basketball, so it was like Charlie Brown's teacher talking anyway. Robin's demeanor was gentle, but she always seemed uncomfortable. I really chalk it up to not knowing her well, or at all for that matter. Mac parked in front of the building to help Butter get out, and Robin took the car to park it. Tony and Summer, y'all could come up so you don't have to walk far from the parking lot, Mac says. We both look at each other, but get out the car. Again, Mac puts his arm around Butter to help him limp into the building. He hobbles and gets in as best as he can as we make our way to the elevator, and then to the apartment door. Butter hobbles in first. Then Tony walks in and I follow suit. We both walk and sit down on the couch. Butter continues hobbling and sits down. He puts his leg up on the coffee table. Mac went into the kitchen to get him some ice for his ankle. You think it's sprained? I asked. Definitely, he replies. Do you know how to wrap ankles? He follows up with. No. I reply and look at him confused. Why would I know how to wrap an ankle? I figured. I was just trying to get you closer to me, he says and gives a sly smirk. I fake laugh, but didn't even find it cute. I'm getting more turned off with him as a person. But I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm annoying you, he asks. I look taken back because I didn't realize it was obvious. Why you ask that? I counter as usual. We barely know each other for you to annoy me, I follow up with before he can answer, which seems to put him at ease a bit. Maybe I'm trying to impress you and I'm coming off lame, he says. I nod my head in acknowledgement of the statement. I am? He questions and seems lost. No, I'm sorry. I have a lot on my mind. It's not you. Truth is, I keep thinking about Champion. And if Tavior were to find out, I don't want to hurt his feelings even if we did break up. I try to give my attention back to the company I am with at the moment. Robin walks into the apartment and hangs her keys on a key hook on the wall. Y'all hungry? She asks. What are you cooking? Mac asks. I was gonna order pizza. Instead of cooking fresh. Well, I will cook for dinner. Mac looks at her for a few seconds and then goes back to looking at the television. Robin looks unsure of what her next move should be in that instance. I just watch the body language. Tony doesn't seem to be paying much attention to them. Are you into basketball? I mean, it's cool. I don't know a lot about it other than the obvious. So I beat myself up, showing off for you for nothing. I start laughing. I'm sorry you did that. He starts laughing along with me. I ordered 2 large pies. I don't know how hungry everyone is. Can I have a water, Robin? Mac asks immediately after. Robin turns to go back into the kitchen. I roll my eyes, but I mind my business. I am starving, Butter says, trying to keep the conversation going. Tony notices I'm not too engaged in the conversation and slides next to me. Best friend, oh best friend, she sings and puts her arm around me. You have a nice little tone, Max says. Yeah, I know. I can sing, she says and starts laughing. Tone with the tone, Butter says, making everyone laugh. Summer can sing too, but she's a shy ass who won't dance or sing. Oh, Butter says. We have to form a group. Butter continues. I start laughing because there is no way. Butter starts singing Butter Love by Next. And I look at Butter in amazement. He can sing, like, sing. He sounds like he's part of Next. Now you want her over, Max says. I shoot him a glare, roll my eyes playfully, and laugh. I forgot you can sing. Tony chimes in. Butter smiles and looks much more confident in himself. The phone rings and it's the doorman asking if Robin wants the pizza sent up or did she want to come down. Robin told him to send up the delivery man. Matt gets up to pay and holds open their apartment door. They live on 13, so it could take a few minutes from the lobby up. Butter adjusts the ice on his ankle. I think I'll be good in the morning, he says. I was gonna ask you to the movies, but maybe next weekend, he continues. I could let you know during the week, I say. He looks a little defeated again, but smiles. We all eat our pizza and continue with the group conversation. Nothing major or really worth mentioning happened. Around 7 p.m., I got ready to leave. Tony offered to walk me to the bus. Since I was leaving, she was going to go home and see if Cruz was busy. We say our goodbyes and Butter asked if he can call me later. I said sure, and he stood the best he could to give me a hug. He was pretty tall, so he looked awkward trying not to fall. Robin gives us a hug and Mac tells me to travel safely. Tony and I step into the hallway and press the elevator, neither of us saying anything. As we get downstairs, Tony breaks the silence. Girl, Mac always treats Robin like that. It's like their way of being. I used to be annoyed when I first came around too, but Robin seems to like it. I shrug my shoulders in response. He seems a little pig-headed, but that's her husband, not mine, she continues. Didn't you say they have a son? Yeah, but he's in jail. He has like another 5 years or something. That's another reason Robin likes us around. She's kind of missing the teenage years for real. I nod my head. We get to the lobby and walk out of the building to head toward the overpass of the highway, which takes me to the bus to go home. Soon as we get to the overpass, I see the bus turn in the corner, but I am in no rush, so I don't run for it. Not sure if I would catch it anyway. So, you seem real disconnected when we were chilling, Tony says. I shrug my shoulders. I mean, I don't know him yet. It is what it is. Tony nods. Mac be making it lame for Butter. We both start laughing. He really does. Like the old nigga who still wanna be young. We laugh even harder. We talk a bit more as we stroll to the bus stop, mostly about her and Cruz. She said she wasn't doing anything to make Jules jealous, but she was happy that he was jealous. By the time I get to the bus, it was still sitting there. I tell Tony I'll call her later and step onto the bus, pay my fare, and sit down. Later that night, I was watching TV and eating my dinner on the floor in my room with Reefy and Cheyenne joining me, making this very messy but cute at the same time. My mother popped her head in beefing because she has a dining room table big enough for all of us. But we insist on eating like we have nothing. Sharif and I start laughing at her, which makes her laugh because it was dramatic for nothing. Just as we were done and I get the broom to clean up all the food all over the floor, the phone starts ringing. I got it, Sharif says. He grabs the phone off the base of my room and answers the line. Who's speaking? I hear him say as I'm in the kitchen. I hear as I walk back toward my room. Sharif is looking at me like he wants to ask me something. What happened? I ask. He shakes his head in a manner of saying nothing. It's Champion. He hands me the phone. I felt myself blush and I'm sure he noticed. Just great. Thanks. I take the phone from him. I walk back into my room and close the door behind me. Hello? Hi, beautiful, he says. I felt myself blush again. What's up? What are you doing tomorrow? Nothing. Come see me. I'll pay your cab to and from my house. I paused before answering. My mind, of course, instantly went to thinking he may try to have sex with me. But I brushed off the thought just as quickly because we never even spoke about sex. Okay, what time? I don't know. Like 12, 1. Okay, but make sure you call me in the morning. He starts laughing. Yes, boss. Now I start laughing. I didn't mean it like that. Yeah, yeah, he says while still laughing. Shit, I say out loud. What? Where am I gonna tell Sharif I'm going? Maybe I could use Kiana as a lie. The brown skinned girl from McDonald's. Check you out, I start laughing. It's my job to remember everything. Yeah, yeah, I mock him, which makes him start laughing. Hold on, let me three-way Kiana. Oh, you really like me, huh? Three-way with the best friend on the line? Oh, shut up, I say, laughing harder. I click over and dial Kiana's number. Hello? She picks up on the third ring. I'm not staying on long. I have Champion on the other line. On hold. Tomorrow. Can you cover for me with a lie? You stanky bitch. Yes, I can, but I better get every motherfucking detail. What is the lie? I start laughing. I'm trying to think quick. Y'all go together? She says in a whispered tone. No, Kiana. My bad. Well, Mom isn't going to be here tomorrow at all, so just say you coming over. Okay, call you back. I click back over. Yeah. Oh, so I wasn't included? Nope. I start laughing. He starts laughing. So we good for tomorrow? He double checks. Yeah, call me in the morning. I know, boss, I know. He says in a playful tone. I gotta make a run though. Talk to you tomorrow. Okay. We hang up. I put the phone back on the base and walk towards my mom's room. Sharif was in the kitchen, so I decide to ask now before he comes into the room. Mom, tomorrow I'm gonna go to Kiana's, okay? Yeah, sure. I quickly leave her room before she decides to say anything else. The next morning, I woke up around 10. I go get in the shower so my hair is dry by the time I leave. As I'm putting my hair products in, there's a knock at my door. Come in. Sharif opens the door. Do you still have the money I gave you last weekend? Yeah. I motion to go get it. No, keep it. You need anything else? No. My tone sounds a little inquisitive. Keep it. I know you and Kiana sometimes end up in Southside. I pause, but I keep my facial expression even so he can't read me. Okay. The house will be quiet when you get back. I have some moves to make, and your mother is going to see your grandmother when she gets back from getting her nails done with the kids. I was a little confused about where he was going with this, but I'm not questioning it. I nod my head and I massage my curls with the curl mousse I was using. And I love you as much as I love Cheyenne. If you ever need to talk about anything, I'm here. I chuckle, trying to lighten the mood being set. I know, Sharif, you're the best bonus that a girl could ask for. Based on this conversation, I could assume my mother said I was going to Kiana's, but Sharif knew Champion called. Now I wonder if he's going to tell my father. I can't let those thoughts cloud my mind right now. I will figure that out a bit later. He looks at me for a few short seconds, then closes my door back. The phone rings and it's Kiana. She's such a good co-defendant. I let Sharif answer, so hopefully it confuses him. I hear him shout my name and that the phone is for me. I grab it off the base. Hello? Mom is leaving at 11, so leave after 11. Okay. If I can, I'll stop by when I get back. If you can? Tuh! We both start laughing. We keep it short and hang up. Around 11:30, the phone rings again and it's Champion's house. I grab the phone quickly to prevent anyone else from answering. Hello? Hi, beautiful. I instantly smile. We still on? He continues. Yeah. You ready? Call me back in 30 minutes. I will be. I did my hair, just gotta get dressed. Okay. We hang up. I start looking through my clothes for something to wear. I found this cute little polo outfit. As I was getting dressed, my mother came into my room to tell me she was leaving and she would be back later tonight. Sharif has already left for the day, as he told me.